Hi everyone, I have got an exciting first impressions for you today. The lovely, the beautiful, the glamorous Francesca Bianchi sent me a sample of her latest perfume. And thank you, Francesca, for trusting me to review your beautiful creations. And just opened up the little package here. So there's a lovely little card there from Francesca, and inside this box is a cute little badge. It says, oh, I nearly dropped it. It says Francesca Bianchi perfumes. There's a heart with looks like a thorny, like a rosebush stem wrapped around it, and some flames on top. I'm not entirely sure, I might have misinterpreted that, but that's how it looks to me. So that's that, and then we have the sample here, Francesca Bianchi, and the fragrance is called Sticky Fingers. Sticky Fingers, I mean, how fun is that? So I'm really excited to try this. I don't know if I'm going to like it because there is, I think, quite a strong leather note in here, or from what I can understand from the note listing. So it might not be for me, but I'm going to give you my first impressions regardless. Now, Francesca Bianchi fragrances are extremely complex. They really change. I'm going to spray it now and I'll carry on talking. So we'll do one here. Ooh. Here we go. Got a little bit on there. See? They are extremely complex. They're one of the most complicated fragrance lines I've ever smelled anyway. So you can't ever judge them on first impressions because, say for example, the Lover's Tale, which I bought a bottle of, I didn't fall in love with straight away. I had samples of her line at the time and I didn't love the Lover's Tale. I found them all a little bit unusual, all a little bit maybe too animalic for my taste. But then I tried the Lover's Tale a couple more times and it was absolute love. It was pure love, even though the fragrance is very unusual and it's not an easy reach by any means. It's one to wear with intention because it's not the kind of thing that you throw on if you've got a date or if you're going out with your friends down the pub. It's not one that you just bung on and think, yes, everyone's going to think I smell beautiful, because it's actually a little animalic, a little bit unusual. Not everyone's going to love it. Oh wow, I can smell this in the air now and it smells good. It smells in the air. I'm getting mineral earthiness, like, but not in a like wet soil way, more like dried soil, but that's just purely in the air. So let's go in. Oh yeah, I think I'm smelling patchouli here. Yeah, I think it reminds me a little bit of the aged patchouli that Sven Pritzkelate uses in his perfumes. It's in his musk perfume and I adore it, even though I don't like patchouli as a dominant note in a lot of perfumes. Patchouli can bother me, but I really like what the one that Sven uses, and this is reminding me a little bit of that, in that it smells dry and dusty and not too moist, not too dirty. You can tell this is a Francesca Bianchi. There's a hint of smokiness, but it's not too smoky. This is actually the first time I've really liked a Francesca Bianchi perfume on the instant time I'm trying it. There's some sweet elements coming through. It smells a little bit like honey, but not full on honey, just like there's some honey in the background. It's reminding me a little bit of Papillon's Bengal Rouge, which is honey and tonka. It's that ballpark. I'm not saying they're the same, but it's that ballpark, those kind of ingredients. So it's earthy, sweet. It is sticky. It's called Sticky Fingers. It is a sticky fragrance. Yeah, it definitely feels like honey and some smoke. Maybe there's a little bit of vanilla, but there's certainly this ambery accord. I know that she uses heliotrope in quite a few things, and I'm not sure if I remember if it's in here or not, but it could be. Because it feels like there might be something slightly almondy coming through. Not on the top, but just swirling underneath this slightly sticky almond-like nuance. So it feels like tonka. Tonka can be almondy as well, so it feels like tonka, almond, honey, a little bit of smoke, but not like there's a bonfire in my garden smoke at all. More like there's just a smoky nuance to the honey. Maybe it's almost like a smoky variant of a honey. Sorry about my neighbours. What I'm going to do is I will put the note listing on the screen, because I didn't want to read the notes prior to this because I don't want to be influenced. I'd like to tell you how it smells to me. It's very easy once you know what's in something, very easy then to say that you can smell it. But if you smell it without knowing, I mean, I've got a vague idea of, I remember there being leather and there was a couple, I loved the sound of all of the notes, except I was a bit worried about the leather. But I can't really remember what the notes are now. I'm pretty sure there's labdanum. That rings a bell. This is really nice. I think I'm gonna wear it. Yep. So I'm off to meet Dan, Mr. Smelly. I'm not gonna wear much because these are so potent. I'm gonna do a little spray there and a little spray there. Wow, when you spray it on you, wow, it's so strong. Oh my goodness, it is so strong. Oh, wow. I smell really damn sexy right now, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I might try and get Dan's impression on the fragrance without telling him what it is. Yeah, I'll see how that goes. Yeah, it's a bit spicy. I still get that dusty, what feels like patchouli, but basically could be dry soil. I'm doing that because I'm picturing like really dry, dusty soil. Still getting the honey. I feel like there must be some floral in here, but I can't quite pinpoint it. There could be just a bit of something like white floral maybe, but most of the fragrance for me at the moment is honey, dusty patchouli, a bit of smoke, resins, maybe incense even, spicy, tonka. Yeah, I think there's probably something fresh in here that's just giving it a touch of a lift actually from what I just sprayed. Maybe there's a tiny bit of something. I can't specifically say that I smell bergamot, lemon, orange, anything like that. But maybe there is a tiny bit of something like orange just mixing with the honey rather than being a full-on fresh citrus note. There's no citrus note really. It just feels like there might be a tiny hint of citrus mixing in with everything. So it's not a fresh fragrance, it's a rich fragrance. Yeah, closest thing I can get to this is Bengal Rouge. That's the ballpark if you know that one. I'm really impressed so far. So I'll see if I can get Dan's reaction on it and pop that onto this video, and there will be a full review coming once I've had a chance to give it a couple of wearings. But for now, it's a massive thumbs up. If you like rich, spicy, ambery, complex, sexy fragrances, then I urge you to get your hands on a sample of this one. I don't get any full-on leather at the moment. Maybe that will come through later, but that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. So I'm here with Dan, and I'm just going to get his thoughts on the fragrance now. And you don't know what it is, do you?
No idea.
Absolutely clueless.
Yes, very much.
So here it is on my hand.
It's a bit smoky, and there's sweetness, perhaps vanilla or a benzoin with some smokiness. It's very pleasant. Is it a bit resinous or?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What's the word? Is it balsamic? Is
Probably,
that the same
yeah.
as resinous? A hint of incense, maybe.
I think so.
That's the vibe I'm getting.
I don't
off it.
actually
Nice,
know the notes. I haven't checked them yet, but they're all the words I've just used to describe it.
Oh, really? Okay.
So, and if anything else, is there anything unusual, jarring, animalic, dirty? I'm not saying there is. I'm asking for your opinion.
No, so far I wouldn't pick up on that. I would get a soft, subtle smokiness, maybe an incense vibe, and maybe benzoin stroke vanilla type stuff. Maybe a little bit of leather, maybe.
Yeah, there is a leather note, but I'm not
animatic.
really picking up on it myself just yet. But it might be that.
It's very nice.
Would you say it reminds you a little bit of Bengal Rouge?
I haven't smelled that enough to say.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, very pleasant at first
Overall
impression.
thoughts on it?
So it's definitely niche.
Summer, winter,
autumn, anytime you want, but autumn stroke winter maybe.
Yeah.
Mainly.
And you think it's niche?
Definitely it smells upscale.
Yeah. And men, women?
Tiny bit leaning female maybe for some people,
okay.
But actually that's just because I know it's yours, so I don't know. I'll put it in the middle.
Yeah, unisex.
Yeah, I think that's the word.
Would you wear it?
At this point in time, yes.
Okay.
It wouldn't be my first choice tonight because it's really hot.
Yeah, it's quite warm. It's 8 o'clock and it's still quite warm.
Really hot,
yeah. It's Sticky Fingers by Francesca Bianchi.
I've just got a sample of that.
Oh, have you? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Good.
Thanks, Dad.
Good house. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.